Hi everyone, this is Rae Hendricks from the Rogue Skies blog, and I'm here today to do the book adaptation book tag. So the first question over here is, what is the last book adaptation movie you saw? The last one was Fallen. I have a daughter, and I had to wait till it came out away from the movie theaters. And I loved it. I'd been waiting on it for such a long time. It could be a little bit better, but I thought it was pretty good, especially compared to some of the adaptations out there, right? Question number 2. What book movie are you most excited for? Probably the next Fallen. I've heard they're going to go ahead and do it, and so I can't wait to see just what they do with the rest of the series, how it goes. One was just kind of a little bit of a start or a backstory situation, and so it gets really exciting after that. Which upcoming book movie will you definitely not see? I can't think of one specifically off the top of my head that is in the works that I won't see, but I do know that I have told myself over and over, if they try to do Mortal Instruments again, that I won't go see it. The first one was okay, and then they took it and turned it into that TV series Shadowhunters, and I was appalled. It was worse than the first try, so I feel like I'm not going to try again. Number 4, which book movie would you never watch again? That would have to be Vampire Academy. I don't know what they were thinking, but I literally felt like I was watching a really bad redoing of Mean Girls, but they happened to be vampires. It was awful, just totally awful. 5. Is there a movie you saw that made you want to read the book if you hadn't yet? Very rarely do I see the movie before I read the book, but it just so happened to be I hadn't read Hunger Games yet when I saw it, and I basically ran home. My mother had a copy on her Kindle, and I said, "Can I borrow it?" And pretty much sat there for a week reading all 3 of them. 6. Conversely, is there a movie that made you never want to read the book? Yes. The Golden Compass. My husband happens to love the thing, but I'm really not a fan. I'm not really a fan of the whole theme around it to begin with, but I feel like the movie was one of those where they show you previews of like all the best parts, and then that's all there is. When you actually watch the movie, there's not a whole lot of action going on like you think there would be. So yeah, that one. Number 7. Name an adaptation that has almost nothing to do with the book it's supposedly based on. I have so many of those. I had a hard time picking, but so I picked 3. The first one being Divergent, especially after the first one. I don't know what that was. It's like they made everything up. I just can't even watch it. I refuse to even watch it. Mortal Instruments, again, the movie was okay, but then when they did the TV series, it was like it was a whole new something. I have no idea. And then, of course, Vampire Diaries. However, that's a good thing. The books really were kind of convoluted for me after the first couple. They got really weird, but they took it and turned it into something awesome for TV, but it has absolutely nothing pretty much to do with the story in the books. 8. Have you ever left the theater during a movie adaptation because it was so bad? I don't recall leaving a movie theater ever except once in my life, and it was not for an adaptation, but I was very close when it came to Vampire Academy. I was very close. 9. Do you prefer to watch the movie first or read the book first? I always read the book first. I'm kind of a purist like that. I much prefer to read the book. How do you feel about movie adaptations that age characters up? Example, characters that are in middle school, but the movies they're all 18. I'd probably be pretty angry. If I saw that. I've never personally seen that happen with any of the books that I have read, but I'm sure it's been done. That would make me angry. Do you get 11? Do you get angry when the actors don't look like you thought the characters looked? Not as much anymore as I used to, but I remember at first with Harry Potter that I was very upset at the casting of Harry, um, because he just didn't look nerdy and disheveled enough. In the book, they talk about how he can never get his hair under control and all of that. And Daniel Radcliffe, even as this awkward little preteen, was a pretty decent looking boy. So it just didn't fit for me, but his acting more than made up for that. 12. Is there a movie you liked better than its book? No, I don't think so. A TV series, yes, like I mentioned before, Vampire Diaries turned out to be much, much better than the book. 13. Name a book that you would love to see as a movie. 100%. I don't even think DJ McHale writes anymore, and it's probably because he doesn't make the kind of money that he would have, needed to do any more books. But the Pendragon series, absolutely 100%, I would love to see that as a movie any day. So if any of you movie producers are listening, maybe you should go check in with DJ McHale, see if he wants to come out of retirement. Alright, and now it says to tag some friends. So I'm going to tag Leanne Willamoon, because I know that she'll just do whatever I tell her to do, in the spirit of things. And Ruvali, I feel like she's kind of had a bad go of it for the last year, and maybe she could use just something fun to do and to talk about. And Elizabeth Knox, because she's kind of my partner in crime on everything. Right, thank you guys. I just want to remind you real fast that Rogue Skies is on pre-order right now for 99 cents. It has 25 awesome sci-fi and fantasy stories in it, so that's less than $1 for 25 stories. What's really cool right now too is that we are offering a free gift of purchase. So you show proof of purchase and you get 19 more sci-fi fantasy stories in a book called Rogue's Gallery. So I hope you support us. It's on iBooks, Nook, and Kobo right now, and at the end of June, it'll be on Amazon. Thanks, everybody.